Stetson Bennett. Once again, after Stetson on the offensive Zoom, after Coach Smart, we'll have James Cook and Cedric Mann, Jacoby Dad and Anderson. First two questions tonight will go to Seth Emerson, followed by Mark Weiser.
Stetson, I guess first half, first quarter, a little shaky. What happened to get y'all going?
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I got you now.
Okay. I guess offense took a little bit.
Lost you.
I got muted. Hopefully I'm back. All right, Stetson. Hello. I guess a little bit of a slow start, shaky start, whatever you want to say. In your mind, what happened to get things going in the second quarter?
Yeah. It was a bit slow. I don't know. I mean, there were no magic words. We just started executing a little bit better at every position. But it was a little bit slower. You're right. I don't know. We hit some shots. We started running the ball a little bit better. But I'm not real sure exactly what happened. It just got a little bit better.
Stetson, congratulations. I want to ask you about your kind of your chemistry with Brock Bowers today, and about the drive where it got called back, and then you ended up hitting him on that one. You kind of take me through your mindset when the play came back, and then to put it in the next, couple of plays later, or whatever it was.
Yeah, that stunk. That was my favorite touchdowns. Just little screen passes to 5. But no, I mean, Brock. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe some quarterbacks in man-to-man coverage. You go pick your matchups, but Kentucky was a big zone team. So my eyes just found him. I wasn't looking for him. On that touchdown, actually, he was supposed to he's a real good player. And I mean, he made plays. I mean, what did he have, 105 today with 2 touchdowns? Yeah, really good player.
We'll next go to Chip Towers, followed by Dennis Dodd.
Let's talk big picture here a little bit. You've gotten through 7 weeks. The Bulldogs are ranked number 1. You finally get an off week. Just what's the feeling of accomplishment at this point, or is there no feeling of accomplishment, that there's so much more work still to be done?
Well, it depends on how you look at accomplishment. I mean, we're proud of what we've done. I mean, we're not. I mean, it'd be silly not to be. We played good football, but that doesn't mean that we don't have each and every opportunity to get better at each and every position. So yeah, I mean, the focus going in this week, I'm sure it'll be, get healthy, get better at your individual assignment, and yeah.
You ready? Stetson, this is Dennis Dodd. How would you sum up your career to this point? When does the book come out? And if what would you say to someone summing up this team? They've got everything, but if there's a way to beat them, the weak point is the quarterback. What would you say to that?
Somebody saying that to our team?
Yeah, if someone said that about your team.
Well, I'd probably somebody said that to me. I don't know. When somebody said that to me, there's really nothing you could say to convince them otherwise. So I'd probably just walk away, and then just go to practice tomorrow. I don't know.
And how would you sum up your career to this point?
Walk on, who transferred, then got our scholarship, started a little bit, got benched, and then started again a little bit this year.
Okay. All right.
Next, go to Mike Griffith, followed by Dean Legge.
Hey Stetson, would it be fair to say that you guys had a little bit more aggressive tack coming out? It looked like you were really sticking the ball downfield, really, moving the change fast. I think you were 4 throwing on one drive.
it just looked like a much more aggressive attack, especially from the passing game.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the first half was kind of a little stagnant. We hit some roadblocks, and then, I'm not in Monken's mind. I mean, we had some changes at halftime, but then especially that one drive you're talking about, we kept hitting them with the pass, and we kept calling pass, and it was a bit more fun for me. But yeah, I mean, we can be explosive when we want to, and we can run the ball when we want to. It's just, I don't know. It's just about execution.
Stetson, apologize for the background noise. Number one, how big a play was it for Kendall to jump on that ball on the first half? And then secondly, exactly who are you flexing to on the sideline after these touchdown throws?
What was the second one again?
Who are you flexing to or towards after you throw these touchdowns?
Well, Kendall's, I mean, good Lord, that was huge. I thought it was a pass. Just how the ball, I mean, it just came out and went forward. And then I turned around, there's a bing bag on the ground. And I was like, oh, and I turned around, and thank goodness Kendall was jumping on the ball. And it gave us 8 yards. And then flexing, it was more just like a general placement of the flex, and there's no one in particular.
We'll next go to Anthony Dasher, followed by Ivan Mazel.
Hey, Stat. I know this is a team that really prides itself on its physicality on both sides of the ball. You guys knew Kentucky was going to try to match that today, and obviously you guys were a little too much. So how much does the team take pride in that aspect of y'all's play and how that kind of went into effect today?
I mean, that's one of the pillars that this program is built on is physicality and strength and toughness. And when you know somebody's going to come in here to your stadium, to your turf, and challenge you as a man. I mean, the guys were locked in all week. They knew that Kentucky is a physical team. They knew what they were going to try to do, and they were ready for it.
Ivan, question from Ivan Mazel. Okay, if not, we'll go to Allinson Strangelo, followed by Jack Duffy.
Hey, Stetson, I was just curious, how has the starting quarterback position been described to you? Has it been like, this is your job to lose right now? You're their guy. And also, can you talk about going into this bye week? Where have you seen the biggest growth in your game this year compared to last year?
I was the starter this week for Kentucky. And then this next week for the bye week, footwork, seeing coverages better, being a little bit more firm on some of the passes that I think are easy open, like the one to Brock over the middle on the first drive, and the cross on the first drive. I kind of took those for granted, didn't put them on them. So just little tidbits like that, and getting better running the football.
Hey, Stetson, can you describe what it feels like as an offense when your defense and your special teams, they make big plays and you get to come back on the field with all that energy in the crowd?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. When they do get a turnover or, suck the life out of an offense and the crowd's jumping all over, we get a sack on third down, or, we block a field goal, or we block an extra point at the end. I mean, you're riding it. But you also know that, it's your job to go out there and capitalize off that stuff.
We'll next go to Paul Newberry, followed by David Ubben.
Hi, Stetson. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. How much more comfortable are you getting in the starting role? I believe it's your third straight start, fourth of the year. Does it, sort of I know you had the starting job a little bit last year as well. Does this sort of feel like your team right now, even though I know the quarterback is on a week-to-week basis?
I think the way we practice and the way that we prepare, everybody in the quarterback room, when we get out there, I think we're everybody who gets a chance to be out there is comfortable and dialed in, and with the players that we have and the defense that we have and the run game and the coaches and all that stuff. I mean, as long as you do your job, study everything, know the offense in and out, know what the defense is going to try to do, you're going to feel pretty comfortable.
David Ubben, question? If not, we have time for one last question. We'll go to Ben Roberts at the Lexington Herald Leader. And I apologize for some of you with your hands raised we didn't get to. Nothing for Ben. We will go to Jed May then.
Yes, Stetson, I think, over half of y'all's completions today went to the tight ends. Just what was it like finally having Darnell, Brock, and John sort of all involved in the passing game and, exploiting those mismatches that they create against the defense?
Yeah. You said it's mismatches when you have, people with Fitz and Darnell's size and Brock's explosiveness. It creates matchup problems for whoever you want to put on them. Are you going to put somebody faster who's smaller or somebody bigger who's slower? And they're so big. It's kind of like a safety blanket when you're trying to throw to them. It's hard to miss them.